Good morning. I'm meteorologist Lisa Green with an update on our forecast as we're getting closer and closer to the 4th of July weekend. We are getting more details in our forecast models and a better idea of what we're looking at heading into the 4th. It's not just storms ramping up toward the holiday, it's also going to be the heat too that we want you to be ready for. So let's get to it right now. You can see behind me we've got our Red River Valley Fairgrounds shot with the Midway looking pretty good to go here for Friday's opening of the Red River Valley Fair. And our planner for today, well, we're looking at conditions that are going to be heating up. We're currently at 78 degrees as of this update around 10:30 this morning. Wind is light and out of the south. And heading into the afternoon, you can see those temperatures really soar, getting into the upper 80s. Some of us even seeing 90 later today with some mostly sunny skies. I can't rule out an isolated afternoon pop-up shower, thunder shower, but most of us staying on that dry and sunny side. Here's a look at our afternoon planner. Low to upper 80s. And again, if you're in southeastern North Dakota, don't be surprised if you see a 90-degree temperature on your weather app when you check for that number here this afternoon. So let's take a look at the radar and satellite map. You can see that most areas are looking just fine, but there are some places where we've got some lingering showers along a boundary that's draping through the valley. You can see some rain and thunder that's been ongoing for some time in places around Red Lake, especially lower Red Lake, Bemidji in the mix, and then that stretches back over toward around Thief River Falls. And eventually this afternoon along that boundary, there is the potential for some storm development again. So I would expect literally 1 to 2 storms perhaps developing, but some of them may get strong enough that they produce a little bit of hail. So that's something we're watching out for. You can see our storm risk for today, mainly non-severe storms with that marginal risk farther south and east toward Lakes Country. And now let's look ahead to Friday. We have a marginal risk for your 4th of July. It covers a good portion of the valley. We're talking eastern North Dakota and all of Minnesota on our map here from Minneapolis and points north and parts of northeastern South Dakota. That's where we have the greatest chance for seeing severe weather, but thunderstorms are also possible in the west too if you have plans to be into central and western parts of the Dakotas here heading into the holiday weekend. So a reminder, we have that first alert weather day for Friday afternoon and into Friday night for that potential for severe thunderstorms. It's a conditional risk. Again, it's not going to be something that we're saying is a definite thing. The thing that looks pretty likely is that we'll see some thunderstorms and that they'll be producing some heavy rain. The question is will the ingredients be just right to produce severe weather? Leading up to that, hot and humid. We're talking daytime temperatures soaring to 90 degrees. We'll talk more about that in a moment. And then there's that heavy rain potential. So let's get into our hour-by-hour planner here on our map. I'm going to bring up our view here so I can point at some things for you. We're going to start things off again on Thursday morning because while I'm focused on Friday night, there is a chance for some storms coming up for Thursday too that we don't want to overlook here. So looking at Thursday, you can see that it's looking okay. Some partly cloudy skies heading into the noon hour. Moving on into the afternoon and evening, you can see a line of storms starting to pop up in central North Dakota. Could extend into some of our northwestern viewing area at that point Thursday evening. And then moving on into the late night hours, here comes a line or a batch of storms moving east into northeastern North Dakota. According to this model, the model iterations, the model runs of this potential have kind of been shifting north and south a little bit. So everybody should be ready for that possibility for a storm moving through while you're trying to sleep on Thursday night. There's a potential we could see some strong wind gusts associated with it, some heavy rain too, although it should be moving through pretty quickly. By the time we start the day on Friday, this is 7 a.m., that's pretty much cleared out of here. There may be some residual cloud cover. And how that develops, how that moves through could influence how the day shapes up for Friday. So that's something we'll be watching as well. If we have clouds hanging around for a while, that may inhibit temperature rise and lead to a less likelihood of that kind of explosive thunderstorm development that we could see heading into Friday afternoon. So this is Friday at 10 a.m. Still looking pretty good. So if you've got some parades to head out to, some events I know starting up around 10 a.m. on Friday, we're doing okay in many places in the valley, but we are watching because there's going to be a boundary that's going to move its way through, and it's along that boundary wherever it sets up that we have that potential for some scattered thunderstorms to start to pop. So this is 1 p.m. most of us okay, but we are watching that Devil's Lake area at that point. And then moving on into the later afternoon, this is 4 p.m., you see those storms really start to pop up along that boundary. So we're talking Lake of the Woods, back down through the James River Valley, according to this latest model run. And then into the evening hours, 6 p.m., this could have some impacts. We see some stronger storms going at that point around parts of the valley along that front. And then by the time we get into the 8 o'clock hour, we're still seeing areas of rain. We're still seeing areas of thunderstorm activity. Now, this model kind of diminishes things a little bit heading toward the after sunset fireworks time, but there's still some showers and thunder showers out there. And I just want to stress, this is just one model of several, and others keep it going. So I just want you to know that it is still a possibility, even if this is looking a little bit better for that time frame heading into Friday night. And eventually that starts to move on and we quiet down Friday night. But here's a look at rainfall. Now, I mentioned the chance for severe. We're also looking out for some heavy rain. This would be cumulative rainfall potential, so this includes Thursday night, this includes Friday, and any storms we see on Saturday through Sunday. And Sunday should be quieter, but we're doing this through Sunday. You can see some areas not seeing a ton, a half inch or less, and then other places getting in that 1 to 3+ inch range where we see some of those heavier storms set up. And again, model's not in agreement on where that will be. So I want to stress that too. It could be anywhere in the valley that we see that happen. So let's take a look at our 4th of July fireworks forecast heading into the nighttime hours. This one's for the Red River Valley Fairgrounds in West Fargo. Temperature's pretty warm. It's going to be a toasty day on Friday. We're talking about numbers getting into the 90-degree range. By the time we're in that late night hour, we'll still be warm, probably still a bit muggy. And I'm hoping we're not dealing with a thunderstorm, but it is a possibility. So we want to make sure we're checking the radar and staying up to date on what's going on with the weather, with that potential for heavy rain too. Even if it's not severe, heavy rain can really hamper fireworks celebrations, that's for sure. And just the next couple of days here, I'll bring this back up full screen. We're looking at some heat building in. For tomorrow, high temperatures, upper 80s to low 90s. For Friday, 80s to low 90s. Where it may start to cool down slightly is over by Devil's Lake with the front moving through there. Still warm on Friday, but not as hot as places like Fargo and Grand Forks. And there's going to be some humidity involved. And you can see the thunderstorm chances for Friday too that we just went over. So again, heating up, and then we'll be cooling back down. So that's something to look forward to if you don't like the heat. The next 2 days of the holiday weekend, we'll be seeing those temperatures on that downward trend. But again, just stressing that there's going to be some mugginess, some humidity involved heading into Thursday and especially into Friday. And then that drops behind the front as we head into Saturday. We get back into more comfortable conditions, but it is going to be on that steamy side. Combine that with 90-degree temperatures, and we're talking heat index values that could be closer to 100. So we want to prepare for the heat too, in addition to the possibility for rain and thunderstorms. Here's a look at our extended planner. Again, next few days going to be toasty. We're looking at high temperatures near 90. The severe chance on our first alert weather day on Friday will continue to first alert you to any changes in the forecast, and as we get within a day, we'll be able to talk about more on timing and location of those storms, where that will be more likely, and we'll continue to track and update that for you as we head into Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, better days for enjoying your holiday weekend, though Saturday does feature a chance for some isolated storms. And then next week, back into some 80s coming up with that possibility for severe weather once again. Heading into the day or heading into the week next week, we'll see that potential for more storms. So in an active period here, and unfortunately, it's culminating right on the 4th of July with that potential for some severe weather, with that marginal risk for severe. So stay tuned, check back with us. We'll continue to monitor and update you on the forecast and as the event unfolds too. In the meantime, find ways to stay cool as well. It's going to be hot the next several days, but nice and sunny as well today and tomorrow as well. We'll see a lot of sunshine too and warm temperatures before that next best shot of rain moves in Thursday night and overnight hours, and then again, of course, on Friday for the 4th too. So enjoy your Wednesday, and we'll be back with more updates as the 4th of July gets closer.